Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they've got the returner corralled. Down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
It's man-to-man coverage. It's pretty good coverage, but the quarterback puts the ball away from the defender near the sideline where the receiver can go over and make a play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff, powering through.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Okay, it's third down after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. We go with a direct snap. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Heading left after the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
But I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the 1st possession. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And is intercepted. And bulldozing his way through. It's a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's caught. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out. So now you're way behind on the sticks.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Trying to extend the play. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas State. Planning after trying the extra point. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that catch is hauled in. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. A handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so the lead is 21-6. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Comes the Texas State offense back out there. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a 1-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
There's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Balkasoon. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got a receiver wide open here. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And this is going to be caught. So the two-point conversion gets this back to a one-score game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They can't slow him down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it for a big gain. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the quarterback gets him. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The Texas State offense back on the field now. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And a sophomore making an impact play. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? He's running out of time here. Caught over the middle. It's Balkasoon. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Defense not pressing this time. Throws it to the right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Receiver in motion now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for...
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Throws a stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he released it. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
This time, a completion. It's a solid gain, moves the ball up to the 28.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Receiver makes the grab.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. They didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? They bring him down, but that's a good play. It moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Pitch into space at the 50. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
Looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the left side. Tackled, but 1st down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. Fresh set it down to the offense. 1st down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Football comes out. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And the ball to the ground. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Fresh setter downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll throw it now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. It's a short return. You make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. And the pass is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Short connection to the tight end here. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Now at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here comes a handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Breaks free. Under heavy pressure. Hit as he throws it. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit. Does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy,
nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's escaping the pocket now. Touchdown Tigers. They jump in front here in the fourth. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Texas State offense back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pocket breaking down. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Balkasoon. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You've taken away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime...
And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. Now the all-important extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Play action here on first down. Lets it go as he's being hit. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
That's one way to be able to...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the same runner's got it again. Runs right over the defender. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Can they keep this drive going? Try to convert on 3rd down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.